All right, thanks for checking in. A heat pump water heater. You all know what it is by now, but what does it cost to run? Both monthly and for the year, and is it worth it in the long term? Let me answer those questions for you, as well as go over the pros and cons. And I'm talking over this video while the heat pump is running right now. So with that, I'm going to start with the cons that people often mention is the noise. This is perhaps slightly louder than a refrigerator when it's running, and I don't notice that upstairs at all. I insulated, I'm in my basement, I've insulated my rafters there, the joists in between the floor, and we have the kitchen right above, and it's quiet. It doesn't run very often, maybe twice a day, and the unit you can set both on the app or on the interface itself, has always been and wanted to be in what's called energy saver mode. And it sets it at 124 degrees Fahrenheit. And because of that, it actually has never gone into using the 30 amp heater, that coil that is installed in here for quick heating. It's never used it once. We are a family of 4. We generally always shower in the evening time. So even after 4 showers, we've never been out of hot water. It's a 50-gallon tank, and it's actually never used the 30 amp 10 gauge wire that's in there. It only ever uses the low wattage heat pump. It's running right now, and that's only drawing 374 watts of energy and running a couple times a day. In the winter time, it'll use between 20 and 30 cents worth of energy, to be a total for the month of anywhere from $3.50 to $6 for the month. That's for the year. That's my range of what it costs. So we're talking, around $50. This is Canadian money too. So knock 30% of that off if you want in US dollars, what that's going to cost you to run. So it's incredibly cheap to run. If you're handy at wiring at all, you can just run your own wiring for it, and then pretty much run it in heat pump mode only, and you're not going to be breaking the bank in terms of the gauge of wire that you need to put in. The other consideration when installing this, there's 2 that you should think about. In the manual, it states you need minimum, I think, 700 cubic feet of room for ventilation. When it's running, this is pumping out almost refrigerated air, right? A heat pump is basically like your fridge. It's moving air from one area to the other. So it's cold air coming out of here, so it'll cool down the room. I used to have a humidifier installed on my cold air return in my furnace. This is closed right now, but I'll open that up in the summertime, so it kind of helps the cold air pump that through my cold air system in the summertime to circulate through the house when my furnace is on. Sorry, heat pump, as the air circulates. So I kind of try to use that as a benefit. In the wintertime, it does pump this cooler air out into the room, but it hasn't been a problem. It's not so cold that it's affecting other parts of the home in the basement. The other thing people have complained about is vibration. Now I have it installed on a concrete floor, and they actually come with a built-in water sensor. See that red thing on the bottom? That can sense water, so it'll shut off. There's an automatic water shut off there. So if it senses water or leaking, it'll automatically turn off, which is a great feature. There is, I guess if you put your hand on here, you can feel a slight vibration. I would say the same as your refrigerator when the compressor is running, because that's basically what it is. This is the newer unit. I've had it over almost 2 years now, and haven't had to do any servicing that way on it. I should do a yearly clean out on my filter. That's the only basically regular maintenance on here, is cleaning out this filter, but as you can see, it's not terribly dirty. Other than that, it's up to you whether you want to drain the unit on a yearly basis and clean that out. There's pros and cons to that, as well as cleaning your drain tube. You should run some maybe vinegar and water through that twice a year, to make sure we're not getting some fungus or mold blockages within your drain pipe. Other than that, really been happy with the unit. If you can install it yourself, I definitely would. Because I got a rebate, I had to get it installed through a certified installer. They installed 10 gauge wiring and I had that about 30 feet away, so that added to my installation costs. But the unit has never taken advantage of that because it's actually never used the higher energy coil that's inside of here, like a traditional electric water heater. It's never had to use it. It's only ever used the heat pump to heat. And it, whether you use the app or the interface, it kind of wants you, it just suggests you to put it in energy saver mode if you try any of the other modes, and that's the factory default temperature. So I just keep it at that, and it's happy, it runs good, serves a family of 4. So I'd highly recommend this Rheem 50-gallon unit if you are considering switching. So as always, thanks for watching, and the age-old question is, will you save money by buying this? Now, if your hot water tank is functioning properly, you're not on a contract, it's probably best to just keep what you have until it starts to wear out, because why buy something unnecessarily? But if you're looking to switch, for me, this saved me at least $50 to $60 a month, because this was my last gas appliance that I had in the home. So I had to pay $30 a month just for my gas hookup, regardless of if anything used it or not. And I was able to eliminate that, as well as my old 20-year-old mid-efficiency hot water tank used $20 to $30 in gas a month. So it really was a cost savings, because by going electric, I do have solar that offsets most of my bills for the year, and I'll do a video on that soon. But I was able to lop off about $60 a month off my bill. So that'll pay for the cost of this over a shorter period of time than if I was replacing it with another gas unit. What do these cost in Canada? They still run about $3,000. In the US, you'll pay half of that. I think here is from the Home Depot website in the States about $1,600, $1,700. But I've seen deals where people have got these on clearance for like $700, $800 if you check the deals out there. So they can be very affordable as well, especially if you install it yourself. You don't have to. Any certified electrician or installer should be able to handle it, no problem. It's easy to set up through the app, and I haven't had issues that way. This video is not sponsored in any way, but if you want to give me a like and subscribe, that's always appreciated. Thanks. Have a great day.